So welcome guys back to another video in the channel. We are doing a match preview and predicted lineup for Arsenal's trip against Brighton. Mopé is back again. Neo Mopé. Taiwan. Get relegated, Brighton. Mopé, you cheat. Yeah, it's that one again. It's that fixture back again. Neo Mopé settings. Danny Welbeck. Looks like they're going to score 2 or 3 and we're going to get destroyed. I'm joking. Hopefully that doesn't happen anyway because, yeah, Neo Mopé and Arsenal, yeah, don't work out, does it? And in this fixture, after lockdown, it didn't go well, did it? And Pepe scored a screamer. It got into our top 10 goals of the year. And then Brighton happened and Neo Mopé happened. Leno got injured. It wasn't great. It really wasn't great. But yeah, going into this game, Arsenal did win 3-1 over Chelsea. Alexandre Lacazette threw a penalty. Xhaka threw a free kick and Saka with a fluke. Xhaka Lacazette. I just had to say that, didn't I? Getting a 3-1 win over Chelsea. Leno saving a Jorginho penalty, saving his 4th penalty of the season. Oh my god. Before the season, Jorginho had never missed a penalty. So, interesting stuff there. But Tammy Abraham did get a consolation for Chelsea in the last 5 minutes of the game. But yeah, going into this game, Arsenal need to pick up some form, need to pick up some consistency because at the moment things are not going well. This, you know, we're still 15th because Leeds won 1-0 over Burnley, and that means we're still back into 15th. We're 10 points off 4th, and it's going to take a few games and most importantly consistency. But again, not all is lost because if you think about it, 10 points, that's 5 odd games, you know, 5-6 games, maybe 1 month, 2 months, maybe we're back into a top 4 race. But yeah, we need that consistency, and will we get that consistency? I'm not sure. Going into the January transfer window, we need to get our business done early, be proactive, so you know, new players can come into the squad, get ready, and then we can go again and try and go for that top 4, which is what we need, Champions League football, because that's ultimately how we're going to progress. I know obviously going for a title, and I think if you're in a top 4 race, you're probably going to be going for a title because it's so close. I don't see any team falling away. You thought Liverpool would, but they've just drawn to West Brom, so it's very, very interesting to see how things will prevail. Looking at but Brighton did play West Ham, and that's what we're going to look at. Brighton did last play West Ham, and this was like the other day, so Brighton only have 1 day rest, so I think that'll come into our favour very nicely. Brighton did start with Mopé and Welbeck, so I think, and Lallana, because you know, Basuma as well, White, Dunk, Webster, they have a good team, and March as well, Trossard, so they could cause us a lot of problems, and they did draw 2-2 at the hands of West Ham away. Neo Mopé scored for them, as long as Lewis Dunk and Benjamin Johnson and Thomas Souček scored for West Ham. So yeah, Brighton going into this game with a bit of confidence, I guess, scoring the 2 goals against West Ham, a good West Ham team. But you do look in the table, and what Brighton, they're not doing that well this season. In 16th, 4 points behind us. But if they do beat us, they will be 1 point behind us. So yeah, we do need to win this game. We need to show that we can pick up some consistency, and I think that's why these next 2 games against Brighton, against West Brom are big, because the team's below us. But I think it'll be a test for us in terms of whether we can pick up the consistency from the big win against Chelsea, and that ultimately is what we need to do, pick up consistency. And I think it just goes to show in this league, it's so tight at the moment. You know, if we can pick up some consistency, I'm not saying we're going for a title charge, we're not, but I just think whoever can pick up consistency in the next 2-3 months, they'll probably win the title. Why can't it be us? You know, you go into a season wanting to win a league title, not finish 4th, but apparently Wenger said 4th was a trophy, so yeah. But we don't want to go into that too much right now, do we? But yeah, we're going to go straight into our predicted lineup. First of all, starting off in goal, Bernd Leno. Obviously Bernd Leno in goal. We're not going with Butterson, it's kind of obvious. I thought Leno played well against Chelsea, obviously saved that penalty, so I've got no problems with him at all. Moving into our back 4, again, I'm not going to make too many changes, but obviously at right back, I'm going to put Ballerina out, I'm going to put Ainsley Maitland-Niles in, and that's the only change I'm going to make from the game against Chelsea. So next to him, I'm going to go Rob Holding, Pablo Mari and Kieran Tierney. Gabriel is out for this game due to isolation. Kieran Tierney was brilliant. He was sensational in that game against Chelsea. I thought he was probably 1 or 2 man of the matches alongside Bukayo Saka, who will be in the starting 11 as well. But I think Rob Holding as well, you know, when he again, thing is, Bellerin didn't have much on him because Pulisic was on the other side and Werner was on the left hand side, but he didn't go at him. Werner's not that kind of player. He's more of an inside forward. He's a striker, so he wouldn't go at Bellerin because he knew you're probably gonna fail anyway. So I think Bellerin didn't have much competition per se. But yeah, gonna go with Ainsley Maitland-Niles on that right hand side. and Rob Holding, Pablo Mari, they look very good against Chelsea, and hopefully they do continue. Maybe that's some sort of partnership that could move into the future, maybe as a backup partnership to Gabriel Luiz, I don't know, but yeah, a good partnership going there, so why not just stick with it? We won with it, so you want to keep things as similar as possible. Moving into the three in midfield, first of all on the left hand side, Bukayo Saka. Saka was brilliant, and I think we need him in the midfield again. We need a lot of energy, and that's why I'm going to go with the youngster next to him as well, Emil Smith-Rowe. He did come off against Chelsea, I think 70 odd minutes, so I think he will be ready for this game, and why not? You know, he played really well against Chelsea, so why can't he continue? Why do we have to put Willian back in the team? Why don't we just go with Smith-Rowe? And hopefully Arteta realises this after the Chelsea game, that he needs to put more faith in the youngsters, let them go a bit, and that's what we did against Chelsea, and it worked. And that's why I put in the title, where's this been all season? Because where has this been all season? And for a bit of solidity next to both of them, I will go with Mohamed Elneny, because along with the power, the energy, we do need that sort of just to sit back, do the dirty work, that kind of thing. Mohamed Elneny, he didn't play the best against Chelsea, but again, he does a job in which he's consistently average. He does what is required of him, and I think that's what makes Elneny a decent player to have in your team, in and around your squad. And I think obviously Thomas Partey does a much better job than him in a way, but in a similar role. But obviously Mohamed Elneny right now, he needs to continue, and hopefully against Brighton he gets a job done for us, and we didn't have him last season and we do now, so why not utilise him? So for a midfield, I'll go with Saka, Smith-Rowe and Elneny. Moving into my front three on the right hand side, Nicolas Pepe. Pepe did actually start on the bench against Chelsea, so he should be ready to go in this game. Didn't make much of an impact against Chelsea, but his impact against Brighton away last year with that finish was very good, and I think that's what we need from Pepe. Run out that left hand side of Brighton, and I think we could get a bit of joy. So Nicolas Pepe on the right hand side. On the left hand side, I will go with Gabriel Martinelli. Where has he been? It's like he's never been out. He literally 9 months out, and he's literally doing what he's been doing before then. Like, there's no coming back in for him. He's brilliant. Martinelli, relentless player, and we need more like him in our team, and I think we do with Saka, Smith-Rowe, you know, etc. Saliba, if he ever gets a chance, Maitland-Niles, and Kieran Tierney. Obviously we have players like this in our team, and I think we need to utilise them more, but Martinelli is certainly one of them, and you do have to put him on that left hand side, linking up with Kieran Tierney once again. Up front as the main striker, Alexandre Lacazette, and I think his link up with Saka, Smith-Rowe was very good against Chelsea, and I really want to stick with that, because then if Lacazette, you know, drops in a bit, gets the ball and then plays it out to like Smith-Rowe, who are making runs ahead of him, using that energy of theirs, and I think that really works. And I'm going to keep Aubameyang out the team. I'm sorry, but without Aubameyang we won a game of football, so you kind of have to stick with a winning formula. A bit of a tricky one, innit? But Aubameyang, I think he'll probably start this game just because he wasn't needed against Chelsea. Is he back to full fitness? I'm not too sure, but he was in the squad against Chelsea, so possibly he is. I'm not 100% sure about that, but yeah, that is our predicted lineup for this game against Brighton. A big one in terms of showing whether we are going to be consistent, or whether it's just going to be one every 10 games we show up a performance against a big team and it puts everyone sucking off Arteta again. Oh, we'll just have to see. But let's see what we do in the January transfer window as well. It's just upcoming as well. You can check out my Arsenal Transfer News daily videos recently. And yeah, leave your thoughts and predictions for this Brighton game. I think we might win. I'm going to predict a win, but I'll probably regret it. But yeah, that is it for my preview and predicted lineup for this game against Brighton. Leave your thoughts and predictions in the comment section down below. See you guys in the next one.